This morning I woke up and I was thinking about the changes with Google, YouTube, Facebook, and some forced controls with these technologies that we're all using. And I started to think about how it's all kind of hurting us into being we have to accept it. If you're on Facebook, it's really hard to opt out. And YouTube now will have this homogeneous style. And then I started to think about how it's like we're getting rounded up. And then I was thinking about Monsanto and Monsanto's Roundup Ready, you know, the herbicide. So I started looking around at things like that, and I don't use Facebook, but I am using YouTube, so it's probably the same thing. So I came on Monsanto and started to look up some things, because the other day I watched a video about a farmer. All his pigs became infertile because he fed them genetically modified corn. So all the births by these animals just were like bags of water and things like that. This happened with cows too. So here's an article about Roundup causing infertility. You can look up these keywords. Oh, I can't find that. Well, there's a lot of other things there, but oh, here's something interesting. Monsanto is secretly poisoning the population with Roundup. Maybe. It's hard to avoid these seeds now because they're everywhere. And supposedly these seeds have changed things in our bodies, cells. When you eat the foods, they have DNA. They're using nanotechnology. And here's something about Roundup herbicide. Has been called safe as table salt. And there's this chemical in it called glyphosate, something like that. And this is not good for us. But what about being called Roundup? Here's a definition for Roundup. The herding together of cattle for inspection, branding, or shipping. The cattle so herded. Is that us? We know they want to chip us, but they're going to chip the animals first. And they also know that most, like Kissinger said, young men are stupid animals, like cannon fodder, something like that. Okay, Roundup, the act or process of collecting animals as cattle by riding around them and driving them in. So I don't know, I just get this feeling like all this, the technology, Facebook, YouTube, it's kind of shrinking and forcing us. It's less creative, and it's like they're herding us into this pen. And these sounds, the strange sounds all over the world, it seems like it's a distraction. It's like they're beating a drum to get the attention of the cattle and herd everybody into some giant New World Order pen. And something else that's interesting is Germany is going to begin abolishing cash transactions, and all of Europe wants to do this. So what does this all mean? I don't know. But knowing about these things that are happening is a lot better than not knowing, because you can sort of guard yourself, and whatever you believe in, you can take stock of your own integrity and what you want. Well, that's how I feel about it anyway. And I think that I do think love is really important, but I don't think we even really know what it is. But I do like the verse that says, love God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, all your strength. And if you don't like God or don't believe in God or whatever, then how about just love with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, all your strength? Because I have a feeling that when you love with all your strength, that is what makes you strong. And it's possible to know things without even reading about it or looking at a newspaper. We're immersed in a divine ether, you know, the infinite field, the creation, and it's possible to just know things. So you can ask. Ask for yourself. Find out what you want to believe, what you want to think about. And about gold and silver, another thing the Bible says is that people will be throwing silver in the streets because it won't even help them. So, I don't know. But I just wanted to get people to think about this because we're so distracted. I know. I get distracted too. I watch the latest sizzling gown on the red carpet because it looks interesting. In the meantime, I've lost my focus. And focus is sacred. Because on the quantum level, the observer affects reality. So, we got to think on beautiful things, not look at pictures, war pictures, not be distracted by all the weird sounds, but focus deeply on the power that can create worlds with our words, our feelings, our actions, our emotions. That's the key. That's what I think. I'd love to hear from you and what you think. Okay, all the best for 2012.